Hey, C chatters. So I had a couple requests of people that wanted me to go through a consignment contract or a consignor agreement, as I call it, because it is not a legal document, like I was speaking to a potential consignor. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. If you check out our website, consignmentchats.com, you can get a sample agreement. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to run through this. I'm going to put in some numbers I use, some are made up, but I just want to give you an example of what that might look like when you're talking to a potential consignor. Okay, so generally, if I'm meeting somebody face to face, I have the contract in front of me and ready to sign with a pen. And, all right, here we go. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. How did you hear about us? Okay, and so Debbie, you were thinking about consigning. How about I run through the contract with you and you can let me know if you have any questions, hesitations. I totally understand that consignment isn't for everybody. I'm not going to be offended by anything you ask me or if you decide that maybe it's not for you. I'd rather you decide that up front and ask me any questions rather than sign the contract if you're not 100% sure. All right, so here's the contract. The first thing is retained fees. We retain 60% of the purchase price. That means you earn 40% of the purchase price. Okay, so whatever an item sells for, we retain 60% of that and you earn 40%. If you decide to spend that in our store, you get an additional 10% bonus. So you can shop our website or you can shop online anytime, and any store credit you have accrued, you're welcome to shop with it. In addition, a fee for online access of $1 a month will automatically be deducted from your account as long as you have existing items. Your account will never go negative and you will never owe us any money. We will comp that if you, let's say, had items and nothing ever sold. You'll never owe us money for that. All right. The second part is liability. So we are not responsible for any catastrophic events or damage that comes to your items. Those are your items, so we do not carry insurance on them. So if something happened, such as a flood or a fire, and inventory was lost, that would be your liability, and that would go through your insurance. And I always use the example that a couple years ago when Hurricane Sandy came through, I had people that had stuff consigned with different consignment shops down at the shore. And when that came through, they lost all those consigned items and they were not able to recover them or the value of them. So just keep that in mind. Next thing. All right, imperfect merchandise. Everything looks good here and you can show me some of those items, but a lot of times when we're taking a photo or inspecting the item, we'll see something that maybe wasn't visible with the naked eye. We do either donate or dispose of that item and it will be marked damaged. If you have any concerns about this, please let us know ahead of time. Consignment period. So our items are consigned for 60 days. And at the end of 60 days, those items do become our property if they have not been sold. If you have an exception to that, we need to discuss that before you consign the items. If there's any exceptions to that, or you're not totally comfortable with that. Checks or payment will be issued automatically at the end of the 60-day period. Sometimes if we have a sale pending, we'll extend it a couple of days, but at the end of that 60-day period, you will automatically be issued a payment in the form that you receive. So if you would like a Venmo, PayPal, paper check, just let us know, and you are responsible for updating us if your address changes or anything like that, because payment will come automatically. If you prefer store credit, just let us know that and we'll roll it into store credit. All right. Okay. Price reductions and pricing. Everything that you consign, we are totally responsible for researching and pricing. We do research and price every item at its fair market value. So you can trust us to go through the items and get the best price that we can for you. If you have concerns or you're not sure about the value and you'd like to know before consigning, please let us know that in advance. and record keeping. So if anything changes during this consignment period, you move, your Venmo address change, whatever the situation may be, something changes with an item, please reach out to us. It's your responsibility to update us. And all right, so that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any hesitation, that's okay. Consignment is not for everyone. If you need to think about it, that's also okay. I'd rather somebody wait and think about it and be 100% sure if they are going to consign their items. And if you feel like you're not quite ready to part with something, maybe it's not time to consign that item yet. So just wait on that. All right, so if you're comfortable, if you can sign and date this, let us know how you would like to be paid, and we will take your items, we will sort them, and we will put them in inventory for you. Congratulations on becoming one of our new consignors.